Welcome, dear viewer.
To Indie Dev Adventures, Episode 3. I don't even know why I did that.
Christ under the shade.
Alright, so what do we got on the menu for today? Well, today I decided it'd be a good idea to finally get the controller working. If you couldn't tell as of late, it's mostly just been keyboard and mouse that I got working, and that works just fine. But now I need to get controller working, and so far it works. The camera works fine. You can jump even though it's square. You can punch with trigger. And, of course, if you press triangle, you can go into third-person shooter mode. Jump sound effect doesn't work yet. He also, I don't think he aims yet either. He doesn't zoom in upon aiming. And spin, I think spin? Okay, yeah, I did get spin working, so that's good at least. So, yeah, it's still work in progress. I'm probably gonna finish it here in a few more minutes, and then I'm probably gonna work on another thing relating to the game, because I'm 100% freaking insane. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is August 24th, and we've got some new stuff to show off. So, you're really gonna do this to me? Oh, no, you're not. So, yeah, if you notice that meter on the top, come on, man. You gotta do this to me like that. Alright, so if you look closely on top, we got a life meter, which is a life bar icon thing for the character, made by the amazing Travis the Dragon, which you should definitely go check out. He's a fantastic artist. Really, you should go check him out. And right now, if you notice, we got a new meter right below it, and that is what I like to call the adrenaline bar. Basically, if you get enough combos on it, well, basically, I wanted to give the player an incentive for doing more melee-based combat, because I don't want you to just primarily stick to the shooting. I mean, you definitely could, but where's the fun in that? I mean, there is fun in that, but I want to kind of add more fun to the punching and spinning, you know what I mean? So, to do that, I added a adrenaline rush combo meter. That AI is spazzing out right there, so that's nice. Basically, I need to fix that. Anyway, to demonstrate, let's try to build up a combo. First of all, let's gather a bunch of these guys. They should not be doing that. Yeah, and now we got the activate adrenaline rush text. So once we do that, we press L1. It's supposed to be L1, but I guess it doesn't want to work. What the heck? Okay, alright, then we'll just F. And then his fists, you get these horrible particle effects, which I am definitely replacing, because holy crap, they look horrible. and then the meter drains. He just killed me right away. Well, let's demonstrate that again. So you activate Adrenaline Rush, we get fire, and we just decimate enemies. Just in, like, one fell swoop. And, you know, this is just to make combat more fun, more, like, buttery smooth, for lack of a better phrasing. Yeah, he was right. I'm not getting out of this alive. Those particles are definitely placeholder. Definitely going to be changing those in the final game. But, yeah. I think that's all I'm going to do for today. I have really burnt myself out right for now. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. So, yep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for a quick story about tragedy and comedy. You may have been here a few days ago to witness this on a live stream, which, yes, in case you're wondering, I do in fact do game developer live streams, which you can keep up to date with on my community tab via hitting the subscribe button. But back on topic, basically, I think to start right off the bat, I should just state, I'm not the biggest fan of programming. I mean, I can program. It's just that having to write down your code, remembering the right syntax, and making sure it compiles correctly, is not my bag of chips. It's not like I can't do it. It's just that I would rather just, if there's an easier way to do it, I'd rather do it that way. So, I wanted to go with a Percept-based flowchart scripting system of sorts. And I know a lot of you guys are just thinking, oh, just upgrade to current day Unity and use Bolt. Why don't you use Bolt, Loaton? Use Bolt. It's free now. It comes with the current day Unity. Why don't you just use Bolt? No. I'm using Unity 5. I'm not using Bolt. I'm not using current day Unity. I decided to settle with a free Unity 5 compatible plugin called Behavior Machine. And I decided to start learning it by kind of figuring out how I can make a coin collection system. You know, player runs into coin, coin destroys, it gets added to a counter. You know, easy, right? So you'd think. You know, doing this made me really reconsider how much I dislike coding, because holy crap, coding it was I coded it. You can literally code this in like less than 5 minutes if you know what you're doing. But I don't know if I was doing something wrong, or if Behavior Machine just doesn't freaking know how to do if statements. So yeah, basically, the way it worked, the coin collected, it worked just fine. You go into the coin, it destroyed. It works just fine. The problem is that other game objects were also destroying the coin, which I didn't want that to do. So this is an easy fix. All you have to do is add an if statement to make sure it's tagged player. The game object that's colliding is tagged player. Apparently, I couldn't figure out how to do that if statement in Behavior Machine. I spent a good chunk of time on that live stream trying to figure it out, actually raging, and it got to the point where I was like, you know what, maybe it ain't worth it. Maybe it's time I just bite the bullet and just code it in C#. Which, I guess, just whatever. It was a simple code, but kind of made me a little angry because I wasted so much time. I deleted Behavior Machine right then and there because I realized it was probably not going to be worth my time if I can't figure out how to do a frickin' if statement. I guess to take a little bit of a break from the main little series of stuff, I guess I could show you off my shelf, my updated gaming shelf. I decided to clean it out and dust it. These are obviously not all of my video game figures and stuff, but it is a good chunk of them. And yeah, got a little Nintendo area, got a modern Sonic area, Resource Crash Bandicoot area, classic Sonic area, a bit of just a mixture of TAC, 2 Cortexes, Sonic, and just more up there. So yeah, pretty cool. Alright, here's an update, folks. So right now, it's buggy as hell, but if I can find where my mouse is, it's buggy as hell and the camera doesn't work yet, but you can now drive a car. Well, the camera does work, it's just not good. Yeah, you can just drive around. Problem is when you like exit the car, like sometimes he scales differently. Like he doesn't do it right now. No, forgot to put out the brakes. So yeah, this is like a Unity. Also, this car is like a Unity stock asset thing. So I don't know if I'll use it in the final game or not, because I don't know. The car's, it's just a basic car. It's not gonna look super fancy. Let me see here. Because this is not the first time I've worked on the code for the car. This is just like, I've had this made for a while now. It's just I didn't want to see here. Let's see. See, there we go. You can barely tell, but his scale is a bit different. Huh. So that's something I'll have to fix. Still, it's working, but there's still a lot of debugging, so yeah. So, since I just implemented the car and finally got controller support running, get it working in this test level here, let's just see how broken it is, because, let's be real here, it's gonna be quite broken. So, you can only enter by pressing Z. Camera is obviously messed up, but when you drive, you can't collect coins, it doesn't interact with enemies, even though it does follow. So, it moves fine, but watch what happens when I exit the car. Notice something? Let's try that again. Oh. So, I guess when I'm moving forward, but what happens if I move back? Oh god. So I guess for some reason whenever I leave the car, there it goes, it messes up the scale. It increases the scale of the player, which I have no idea how that's doing that, but I guess I'm gonna have to figure that out. Another thing, you can just bully the car endlessly. This car is like a styrofoam car, a styrofoam car. I have no idea where it went, and I'm too scared to look behind to keep going. What? They'll kill themselves. Don't worry. There we go. I think that car is long gone. Whee! I get it. Move it. Move it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, what happens if I leave now? Oh my goodness! Hey, at least I'm at a regular scale.
You know, I don't know about you guys, but I really do not like those synchronizing sword soldiers over there. So, you know what? I think it's high time that we teach them all a lesson. We could beat them up, we could shoot them out, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna have some fun here. Let's show them how it's done. Wow! Oh my god! Oh no! Oh. Well. I don't know, I think he's... What are these swords? Just lying on the ground. Okay. Alright. Thank you for watching episode 3. Gonna get some coins.